Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Listen to the Vibes and my ongoing series on the spiritual journey, which is The Wizard of Oz. Talked in my last video about Toto and how he is a type of symbol for God or a spiritual guide and how we need to live in the moment. I'm going to read from my notes because there is quite a bit of information. I will comment in between. I keep these brief because there is so much to take in. I don't want to throw everything at you at once. So bear with me. Let's talk about Dorothy today. Dorothy being a symbol of the self. She no longer has parents, which could be interpreted as being able to think and care for herself. Although she lives with her aunt and uncle, and they're a symbol for society. This is a way of saying there's others out there that you need. That, just like the farm hands on the farm that help things function, you need others in order for society to function. You need people for emotional needs and learning in general. The aunt and the uncle, they're authority figures, or you could say they're kind of like the government. Um, you might be able to take care of yourself, but for the most of us, we need other people. You need people for, I don't know, to run businesses, so to go get your groceries, for your utilities, or for entertainment, etc. And society needs the individual in order for these things to function. And there are leaders, for example, like teachers, your boss, police, utility workers, so on and so on. But they have to learn certain things in order to be in their positions. And Dorothy is on the path to be somewhat of a, dare I say, apostle, uh, or a spiritual leader. So she'll have to go through trials and tribulations in order to achieve this role. Dorothy's aunt and uncle, they have a problem. And what happened is that their incubator had broke and they're worried about losing their chicks. But at this point, Dorothy is more worried about her own problems. We get to that point sometimes. Well, that's all we can think about is ourselves. Most people, at least when you look at social media, that's all they care about is themselves. Dorothy is on a path to enlightenment. She can't help anyone at this point, much less herself, because she has to go on this journey. Now eventually she's going to get to help the munchkins. The munchkins and the chicks are kind of they kind of correlate, and you'll see as I go along what I mean. Oz. Let's talk about Oz. Oz is a type of spiritual plane. I don't want to say utopia, more of the Emerald City would be. I don't want to say utopia. It's kind of like going to heaven. Uh, but as you'll see also, as the saying goes, you got to go through hell before you get to heaven. Kansas represents her world, also her home, and her her reality. Her reality. Oz is as I said, a spiritual realm. It's also the path to enlightenment. The things that your heart and soul must endure in order to, well, to get back home or to get to heaven. You can either fall to the wayside or you can endure in order to help others. Dorothy, as I said before, is the symbol of the self that strives for perfection, that positivity, everything you need to be a teacher or an apostle. While the Wicked Witch of the East, she is a tyrant. She's very oppressive. She will be the symbol for negativity. Her sister, the Wicked Witch of the West, that was more of what is internalized in Dorothy herself, that she is that negativity, believe it or not. I mean, although you see her in the book and in the movie as being the her neighbor that was going after Toto, the Wicked Witch is really the negativity inside of her. When we want to improve ourselves and we have to go through certain things, we have this ego. This wall needs to be broken down. We got to stop always focusing on ourselves, but we can't help others until we get our own selves straight. You have to get things right at home. That's the way I've always been taught. You cannot go out and tell other people to do things the right way if you're not doing things the right way. This is why this series is helping me as well. I can't come out and try to preach positivity if I'm being negative in my own life. So this is all a learning experience for me as well. I want to improve. I want to be able to bring you these things and to be able to say that I live that life. I can't expect you to want to improve if I'm living a lie. So to say you need to get things straight at home. We're going to get further into this, but I want you to think about what we talked about today. We'll get into more in the next video. Be patient with me. I appreciate you stopping by. Please come back. And until the next one, take care. Be kind to one another. God bless and peace.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Listen to the Vibes. You can catch us on Buzzsprout or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts, and on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at The Vibes Broadcast Network